welcome back to the channel. Got ourselves another one here. This house is for sale. Whew. Let's get right into this one. Alright, well, let's get up in here. This is an absolute amazing home. Now, I've got a few takes on this one right away, but we're gonna check it out for the viewers so you guys can actually see what's happening. Alright, so this house is actually selling for $1.2 million. That is a lot of moolah. But like always, we're gonna get up in this crawl space and see what's happening down here. So I'm gonna tell you immediately before I even get into crawling, the biggest problem that I see already with this home is as I'm cruising around the outside, I don't see a lot of ventilation getting into this crawl space. Look at all these spider webs. Oh my God. Doesn't look like anybody's been down here in a long time either. So, first thing is first. HVAC system right here. This thing is sweating. Now, it is actually disgusting outside. But look at all that fungal growth on the actual wood beam. Wow. So I'm expecting to see a lot of fungus down here. A lot of fungus because there's a pool in the back. They poured a slab right up against the house. And all the vents that were there are no longer there. So we're gonna kind of take a look and see what's happening. But this is a pretty big house. If you're new to the channel, I like to pick on Crawlspace homes. That's what I do, guys. There's nothing wrong with having one. It's just I honestly believe that there's too much maintenance involved if you want a nice healthy home. And there's just too many problems. I already spotted a few issues here. Goodness gracious, check this out. Oh man, you can tell that nobody's been down here in a while when you start seeing all these cobwebs and spider webs everywhere. Look at that rim joist. Wow. That is all rot. Whew. That's nasty. Yeah, this neighborhood is a very, very nice neighborhood. This isn't the type of neighborhood that you can just drive in. You know, I have to get, security clearance. Have to get through there, through the guards. Look at this. Look at that rim joist. That is disgusting. That's all rot. That's a big problem. That is a big problem to have. One. Is it just? Do you guys see all these spider webs everywhere? Holy smokes! Guys, hang in there with me because this crawl space is going to be, I can tell you right now, might be the crawl space of the month. The most expensive house I checked in a while, but the most trashed. Oh my God, look at this wood. Oh, this is terrible. Look at that. Holy smokes. That is all. Let me position myself here. Folks, this is absolutely nasty. Look at all this fungal growth. I knew it. When I walked around this house, because I usually graft the house first. I go around, I graft the house, and then I come back, get my suit on, and I get in these crawl spaces. But this is, here, let me get this right here. This is terrible. Folks, you saw it. I just started this inspection. Look at this. You can see the water droplets on the insulation from the humidity. Oh my God, this is horrible. Let me see if I can peck at that. Yeah, you see where that vent is right there? This is exactly where they poured that slab for the concrete, for the pool. Look at that. That is rotted. Wow. Water is just dripping off of the insulation. I feel it falling down my back. Oh my God. I was cruising around the house. I'm like, where are all the vents? And you're like, all right, they don't have any vents. But obviously, you live in this part of town, you got some cash. It's probably encapsulated. Nope. You see when the insulation's all flaking off like that? That's because it's absorbed. It's absorbing too much moisture. It just starts flaking off. You can see all the mildew. Oh my God. You see the puddles of water from the condensation. Folks, we just got into this house. Alright, gotta make a choice. What do you guys think? Under? We're over. Looks like people have been going over it. Yeah, because it's wet right there. Hang on, guys. Definitely don't want to put too much weight on that, if any. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this wood. That whole back wall. Let me get on that back wall again. Oh my God. Holy smokes. This is terrible. Look at all the water on the insulation. This has been going on for a long time. A very long time. And now you want to sell it while the market's hanging on for dear life right now with these conditions. Oof. There's no way. There's absolutely zero chance it's gonna pass. Look at all that rot. Oh my God. All that has to be replaced. Every bit of it. Oh my God. How could you for so many years be living in such a beautiful home and not have somebody periodically check these things out. That's terrible. I'm just turning the corner right here. I can't even see there. You guys are seeing more of that right now. Look at that. Look at the condensation just falling off the ductwork. See all the insulation just flaking off. What an uncomfortable. I mean, I can't believe I'm even videoing this because I can barely get around. I need some open area. I'm gonna have to go over this guy too. Hang on, guys. Whew. Yeah, and then people want to know why I feel the way I do about Crawlspace homes. Whew. There's standing water everywhere, and that's from the humidity. Look at this. Oh my God. This is... Guys, you've watched my videos before. When do you hear me oh my godding this many times? Check this out. Holy smokes. I knew this area was going to be bad when I was walking around the house. But look at this wood beam. Oh my God. This is what you can get for 1.2 million, folks, in a ritzy neighborhood. Look at that floor beam. Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, your floors should not be peeling off like that. Your joists. Look at all that. Holy smokes. I know sometimes I take video and the camera looks sometimes a lot worse than it does live. But I'm here to tell you, if this looks worse, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, you shouldn't be ripping out people's floors like that. It is so humid down here. Look at this beam. All rotted. You can see the water droplets in the insulation. This is terrible. This homeowner should have been watching my videos a long time ago. This is exactly why I make these shows, is to demonstrate to people that if you're going to own a Crawlspace home, that the importance of having ventilation down here, maintenance, somebody inspecting it. Look at this. That is terrible. There is so much work that needs to be done. I can't imagine what a contractor's going to tell them. how much wood has to be repaired. Besides taking care of the moisture problem in itself, I'm talking about remediation, removing all this insulation, putting a dehumidification system down here, just taking care of what's caused this problem. That's one cost. So this was an addition they put on. It's a slab ceiling to there in the crawl space, no joist. But this addition is also obstructing any ventilation that's trying to get into this crawl space. I have so many spider webs on my head, it's not even funny. Look at this spider web, holy smokes. You guys out there, if you're new to the channel, thank you for joining me. If you've been watching my stuff, you guys know that this is a bad one. Very expensive house. A lot of problems. Now, I just full circled the backyard. You can tell which way people have actually crawled through. They didn't go underneath. They flattened these guys out. You know, there's ways to crawl over pipes without crunching them. You can't put your weight on them. You gotta kind of feel them with your shins. So I'm gonna go over it. You go to some houses, man, they're about halfway collapsed. So those people aren't getting the air conditioning in that room like they should. Once again, you just have people that are careless. So that whole back section of the house was where the pool was, where they got rid of all those vents and decided to pour a slab. You know, any contractor would probably tell you, hey, listen, since we're sealing off these vents, you want to make sure you take care of your crawl space, because now we're eliminating any possible ventilation you might be having. I mean, I see gravel around the foundation. See, there's no fungus here. A little bit of mildew. Why? Because you have 1, 2, at least 2 vents. No vents on this front wall at all. But was that not crazy or what? That was insane. I'm completely on the other side of the house right now. Actually, in the front portion of the home. I keep finding these little moths flying around. There's some little prints, little paw prints. See that little moth flying? Her mouth. I don't think any. I kind of looked through the window when I was graphing the house. I didn't see any furniture in here. I do know they said that when I'm done with my inspection, just to go ahead and call the homeowner. And they're out of state. So I don't know what, maybe they've got multiple houses. Look at this crawl space. This is huge. Absolutely huge. Not sure if the lens is condensating or got spider webs, so just give me a little pause there for a second. Hang tight. Okay. I think it's foggy. So I gotta, you know me, I don't like to stop my videos and just get to the juicy parts of things. I just let it roll and you guys get to inspect the house with me. If you want to fast forward it on your phone or on your computer to kind of get past some of these areas, I don't blame you. I do the same thing when I watch my favorite people on YouTube. Got some more mildew growth. Look at all that. Yes. And I can't wear a respirator when I'm trying to film. That's why I have been doing a little less filming here and there. I'm trying to find some houses that are, I think, might have a possibility of a problem just by looking at it from the outside. I knew with all these vents, and you'll see with all the bushes around these vents on the outside as well, they're not getting any ventilation, period. Here's a French drain, but you can see even with the French drain, the water still comes in, and it has to get to this piping. So as that water still comes into the foundation, you're gonna still have all that humidity. All that humidity is still gonna come in here. It's definitely a kitten of some kind. Little paw prints everywhere. Just trying to find all kinds of stuff here. You guys let me know in the comments below, or the comments above. What's your take on this one? Spider web. They were asking for 1.2 million. I'm gonna have to follow up on this one for sure to see exactly what they get for this. Because very curious to see if this puppy even sells. Contractor's gonna have to rip out all those boards. Every one of those boards have to come out. And because those other joists are going into them, in order to take out that rim joist, you've got to cut those other joists. See, it's not like that. That is where the joists are actually going over the actual the support joist. It's actually they would have to be cut. See what I'm saying? The water still has to come in. Work its way to the French drain, and what's crazy is I haven't seen a sump pump in here yet. And it's getting a little bit more humid in here. Oh, God, we have a whole other corner. Okay, here we go. Starting to get to some meat and potatoes. Got some more fungus. Look at all that. Holy, that's a lot. Yeah, not good. Definitely needs a dehumidifier down here. Yeah, there's a lot of fungus. I could feel it. You can actually feel the temperature change. Just as you travel, and I'm just I'm not really traveling all that far. You can just start feeling the humidity. And this has got one vent there, and then this whole block wall right here. This is all garage. No, actually, my bad. This is going into the front entryway of the house. It's a dirt-filled porch. But yeah, they put a French drain in here and everything. I just don't know where this water's going. Maybe like it might have busted a hole on the outside. Let it drain out, because we circled the whole thing. Yeah, they had to change that bad boy. I wonder why. I wonder if rust and all that had something to do with it. Whew. Man. I tell you right now, I dropped about 2 pounds. Sweat. I'm going to take a seat right here for a second. Man. So, you can see, I don't know if you guys could tell, let me get some of these spiderwebs out of the way. You can see the bushes out there. Bushes in front of the vents also are not very good. Well, any airflow that might be trying to get in. Oh, I can feel that breeze. It is still coming in though. It feels nice. Bushes in front of the vents, they're going to obstruct some of that airflow. You want to try to get as much airflow. This is a time of the year where you have to be cautious. Now, if I came out here during the winter time, there's no condensation, there's none of this, but I saw all this mildew, all this fungi, the wood rot. I would say during inclement times of year, this Crawlspace is going to tell a different story. This is the time of the year where that story is being told. This is the time of the year where the reasoning behind all the fungus, all the wood rot is right now. Even though I'd be getting low moisture readings in the winter time, I haven't even taken a moisture reading down here yet. But I guarantee you, just over there on that back portion, you're at 100%. All that wood down there, anything over 20%, 28% has wood rot is going to be terrible. I can get 20% just anywhere in this crawl space. We're far past that. 100% far past that. See, now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do here. Got puddles. I'm gonna have to go over this guy. Get my spiderweb stick and my flashlight over there and hurdle over this bad boy without damaging it. This is a big one. Yeah. Okay. Look at that. Oh man, look at this puddle of water. Yeah, this is let's find out where this water's coming from. God. I'm just trying to get all these spiderwebs out of our way here. A lot of water. That's all coming from this guy right here. Look at this. Condensation. Now you're running cold air. You're running cold air and it's freaking 100 degrees down here. With 100% humidity. terrible. Well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take you guys outside and I'm gonna show you that one area where I told you there was zero ventilation coming because they built the pool. Is this guy full of water? Oh, look at that. Whew, that is all, that wood is all, that's where the AC is. This is terrible, man. I gotta get underneath that over there. Not only, I'll tell you what, not only has this been a disaster, but there is ductwork everywhere. I'm having to hurdle over and under. So, for the size of that glue board, got themselves a whole bunch of mice. All right. I'm gonna get up on I gotta clean out these spider webs. I gotta crawl underneath this, and I'm gonna take you back to the outside so you can see what's hanging on. So you can see what's actually going on. Hang tight. Alright, just came out of the crawl space. We're gonna take a cruise out to the back. You can just imagine what this house looks like from the front. Look at this. These houses are impeccable. You can see how the grading comes towards the house back here as well. But all they did was carve out the ground, put a pool there. This is the back of the house where we started crawling through first. We already had a huge amount of fungus problems. And this is where they put all these pavers. They eliminated every one of these vents. But when it rains, water probably somehow is finding its way to there. It's enough that we have very short soffits, maybe about 18 inches. I'd have a much longer overhang over here just to keep the water out of the crawl space. But you can see that the water is going to land right about here, unless it comes in sideways. But all that airflow is completely eliminated. Oh God, do I feel like jumping in there? This is that little addition that I told you was obstructing the airflow into the main house. So this was definitely an addition they put in after the fact. See, no vents over here. It's got that one vent here that we saw. We just circled around the house. That is a huge garage. Very nice. Got that vent there. Got a couple of vents here, but you have all these bushes here. So any kind of real strong airflow, it's not getting in there. Maybe 25, even if you say 50%. Then you have this entire garage. I think I measured about 25 by 30. You're not getting any airflow coming into there. Right here, all these vents, this vent in here, another vent in there, no airflow. Very, very little airflow. You can feel the ground. They must have watered the ground, but we had a good rainstorm the other day, but this isn't from that. This is from them watering. Look at this. All these vents, all these bushes you have around here is obstructing the airflow. I just circled my way back to the crawl door. Look at all this. Wow. A lot of maintenance. Folks, hit that like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this one. This was a big one. Thanks for your patience. This was bad. Let me know. Let me know what you think that cost would be between an encapsulation. I'm gonna have to say that the Crawlspace probably measures pretty close to 25, 26, maybe let's say 2,800 square feet. You guys out there have been doing this for a while with me. Let me know what you think. This a moisture repair and a contractor. What you think? Just a number. I've got a number in my head. a roundabout number. Who knows? But hit that like, subscribe, share. This allows this video to go around a little bit more. Kind of helps me out. But anyway, God bless you folks. Take care of yourselves and take care of your crawl space.